Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Cold Steel. We are back in Ymir and today is the day that we get to look around this new and impressive village we haven't been to yet. And to top it off, it is Rean's hometown, so it's gotta be good. So there are probably gonna be a lot of places we need to talk to. Look, a lot of red markers. But I will do my best to avoid those until we've talked to everyone. And then we can just work off all the main quest locations as we go along. Because, like I said before in the previous episode, I'm pretty sure there's going to be an AP system in this game as well. I just don't know yet how it's implemented. So I want to make sure that we don't miss talking to anyone. Because maybe it can already be started right now. So I don't want to miss any optional quest when we're out there. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at our map, see if there's anything with a quest marker. If it's a red one, we'll stay out of that room until it's ready. Damn, this looks beautiful. Does this entire setup with his blade and stuff? It's really nice. Ooh, whose room is this? It's my sister's room. No blade of her own. It does look like a nice, sweet picture of her with Rean when they were little. Very nice. Beautiful painting though. Yeah, they really stepped up their decorating game in this one. It could be because it's a very specific house, like it's for Rean and his family, so I can imagine they wanting to do something extra here. I'll be back. Alright, let's check what's down. More red quest markers. Yeah, because they did say that go around the village, talk to everyone, because everyone really wants to see you and speak to you. So yeah, that's the reason why we have so many quest markers at this time. Yeah, this is actually really beautiful, isn't it? Ooh, dog. Ah, Bado. I'm home, Bado. Being welcomed back by you really makes me feel like I'm home again. Hmm? Dog thinks, who are you? Haven't seen you in such a long time. It's the Swordsher family stable. Ooh, are our horses in there? So much extra little details, isn't it? I wonder if we're going to see this type of detail everywhere. Because I'm really hoping that we're going to go back to the places we've been before. Like Trista, the Academy, Celtic, Heimdallr. Anywhere. And I'm wondering if they would be exactly the same. Or if they made like little extra flourishes just to make it look even more beautiful than it already was. Let's be careful and not leave just yet. Oh, and in case you're wondering, my character is one level higher than we ended on last episode, because the last discussion at the table in my original recording went really poorly, so I re-recorded it to make it more acceptable, but along the way I fought a bit more monsters because I knew I could. So I leveled up and gained a few more items. And because I was curious, I checked what we had and I didn't realize, but just like in the previous game, we've got a shit ton of DLC. So yeah, and these two seems to me the most interesting. So I'm gonna leave it for now. I'm probably gonna open them all up really soon, because like Serum Powder and stuff like that, those are used for in emergency or late game content. But there's gonna be a lot of things in here we could actually really use. So we're gonna open up really soon, but for now, I'm gonna leave it at that. But these three, they've piqued my interest, definitely. And I think if we're not so focused on our academy clothes, like we're wearing regular clothes right now. Might be interesting to switch up our clothing every now and then, just to spice it up, because when we were in the academy I didn't feel right to do something like that, because we are in the academy. When you go to school and you're supposed to wear a uniform, you don't go in your regular clothing, so it just didn't feel right to change it up. If we're not gonna wear school clothing, I'd be more open to it, but we'll have to see where the game takes us. Ooh, Mishi? Yes. Oh yeah, don't have a blade yet. Well, I'm pretty sure I have a blade. I'm not allowed to use it in town. Oh, hey there, Elf. Oh, Rean, you're awake. You doing okay? Like, are you sure you shouldn't be getting more rest? No, don't worry. I'm feeling just fine. You look like you're working hard. Are you helping out at the shop today too? Yep, it's the least I can do. I can't grow up to be a real man if I don't do my part once in a while. That's what Master Yun told me anyway. And he's right. I'm gonna work as hard as I can so I can grow up to be a real man. Kiki always gives me this weird look when I say that to her though. I see they haven't changed a bit. Alright, this should be the goods and souvenirs. Ooh, can we buy Mishi dolls here? Hey, I'm glad you came over. You've been the talk of the town ever since you came back. Oh, I'm just sorry I had to come back home under these circumstances. Sounds like everyone's pretty worried about me. How's the shop been? I can't imagine it's been all that easy running it with the war going on. You got that right. Getting goods in has been a real nightmare lately. I'm getting enough in for everyone in the village though, so don't you worry. You caught me right in the middle of taking stock actually. If you got any shopping to do, you can come back later? Sorry. Oh, of course, let me know if there's anything I can do to help. I appreciate that. Taking stock always reminds me just how much weird stuff we got in here, thanks to that, thanks to the wife. I see nothing has changed in that regard. Yeah, she's still easily caught up in the latest trends. I don't mind so much when it's the stuff we can actually sell, but there's plenty here that no sane person would ever buy. Oh well, better get this stuff sorted and my next order planned. We can only order once a week now, so I can't miss the chance. Alright, I'm very curious to these very rare, very weird items. Because I would definitely be a person that would buy that, just to have them in the list. Oh, hello there. You won't believe who's been coming in here lately. Well, maybe you will, but none other than Princess Elfin herself. She's the sweetest little thing, the way she looks at you, her smile. Oh, I wish I could just hug her and squeeze her and never let go. Well, they don't call her one of the country's greatest treasures for nothing, I guess. Oh, they certainly don't. Don't you worry, we'll keep her safe as can be. She really seems to make herself at home here, and that's good to know. Princess Elfin seems to have a lot of free time lately, so she sometimes comes in here to look at all of our products. It always makes me so happy when she does. I wonder if I'll get to see her again today. There's always a chance. Alright, first shop, first items. I don't think they did this in the previous game, making the things we cannot buy red. And in all honesty, that's actually a really great addition. Damn, this is a really good accessory so early on. I want to have this as my secondary next to the gold emblem, just for now. Ooh, new books to purchase. Yeah, we cannot ignore those. Those are more important than any equipment. Greens will be for later, because I'm thinking there will probably be another quest in here, side quest, with premium food and bad food. So later on we're gonna do the same thing like we did in the previous one. Make sure we have at least 10 of everything at all times. Not bad stock, to be honest. Alright, who else is here? Funicular Station, Ymir. Rean, you're up! Oh hey look, sorry for worrying you, but as you can see, I'm perfectly fine now. Are you sure? You always say you're fine, even when you're not. I can go and ask Lisa for some medicine if you need it. Well, I guess I do feel a little dizzy. It's probably more from sleeping too much though. I mean, I slept inside the Divine Night for a whole month and all. Talk about getting your beauty sleep. I've been hearing about the Divine Night since you came back, but it still blows my mind that it actually exists. Whatever. The point is, take it easy, okay? Elise isn't the only one happy to see you back home. Thanks, that means a lot to me. Yeah, I think that people really do care about them because they are the ruling lords of the region, even though they act more like commoners than anything else. This is the cable car station that connects Ymir with the bottom of the mountain. I don't need to use it now. Alright. Another exit. Let's see what he says. Feels like it's been ages since I last used my snowboard out here. No reason to whip out my board and go down the mountain now though. Is there gonna be a snowboarding session later? Like a mini game we can do whenever we want? That would be genuinely cool if it did. Oh my, if it isn't Rean, I didn't know you were up and about. Oh, you're not hurt or anything, are you? Come here, sweetie. Let me get a better look at you. I'm alright, honestly. Father Bernard already looked at me and he said I'm fine. Oh really? Well, I suppose if he says so. You and Luke always used to come home covered in bruises after playing out in the snow. I can't be too careful. Nothing dangerous has happened since you left at least. I guess living in a remote mountain village has its advantages. Then again, it's been no shortage of surprises. First Her Highness comes to stay, and now we have a talking cat. Oh, sometimes I feel like the war has nothing to do with us, but with everything that's happening and you getting involved, oh, it suddenly feels a lot more personal. Maybe you're right. Although I can't help but feel that things would have been more peaceful if I hadn't come back. Oh, and Rean? Don't you think Elise has grown into a lovely young woman now? Yes? I mean, she seems a lot more of an adult these days, doesn't she? I guess? Well, she has gotten a lot taller, cheekier too. Oh, she's also at that age where she might start finding herself interested in boys, if you know what I mean. Oh, I know, and I've got no intention of letting anyone who doesn't meet with my approval near her. I really do feel sorry for her. What? Why? I really don't get what goes through your head sometimes, Masha. Everyone knows Elise is in love with Rean, and he's technically not blood related, so there is a chance. That's probably why she's asking this. Well, they live in a small village, so everybody knows everything. Ah, Master Rean, I'm overjoyed to see that you are well. You don't have any lingering symptoms, do you? Headaches, fevers? I'm fine, honestly. If anything, I feel like I want to be out and about after sleeping out for so long. Ah, is that so? Well, I'm pleased to hear that. Still, make sure you're eating well enough to regain your strength. Luckily, the fall harvest has been excellent this year. I'll be sure to deliver plenty more to the mountain's blessings to the mansion for you to enjoy. Oh, thank you. I can't wait. I may not be a servant at the mansion anymore, but I still wish to do what I can to serve you and your family. You know, the fall harvest was very plentiful this year. I'll be sure to bring you some of the mansion later for you to enjoy. Thank you, Gizmo. Which for me is a very strange name for an old man to have. But basically because if I hear Gizmo, the only thing I'm thinking about is Gremlins. Great movie, by the way, if you've never seen it. But yeah, he doesn't have the big ears that they do, don't they? Ah, you're finally up, Rean. Good to see. Between going missing for a month and ending up on the Alliance's wanted list, you had us worried, young man. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I feel awful. Nah, don't be. We're just glad you're all right. Here, take a couple of these from me, and you can enjoy with them later with Elise. Thank you. It feels like it's been forever since I had the chance to enjoy your cooking. He might not look the type, but I'm always amazed by how well he makes this stuff. I remember when he used to give Elise and me sweet things all the time after we came home from Sunday schools. Good times. Not much has changed since the last time you were here. Your father patrols more, but that's about it. The bracer to my right here has been helping us a lot too. He's been a big help since he got here. A real considerate kid for his age. He's really outdone himself by bringing you home safely though. I'm gonna have to treat him to a coffee for that one. Ooh, tri-colored onigiri, salty onigiri and fluffy pancakes. I wonder if we are gonna learn recipes the same way as in Cold Steel 1, by people handing us recipes, or if this time we actually need to eat the foods. It's probably gonna be the first one. Well, hey there, if it ain't Rean. Glad to have you back home. You all better now? Yeah, I'm fine now. I must have been exhausted. I think everything is fine with you too? I see your habit of spending the day drinking is still intact at least. Well, I'm just having a few drinks to celebrate your return home. That's all. Besides, not a whole lot of work for a woodcutter like me to do in the middle of winter. I'm always here if you need me to make you anything though. Might not be as good as the carpenter as Gizmo, but I'm close. Thanks. I'll let you know if I need anything. I'm cleaning up the plates. Grandpa asked me to. Morning, Kiki. Everything still the same here in the tavern? Yup, sure is. Morris tried to give up drinking. He didn't even last a week. He's a failure of a man. I'm glad she's doing well, but her tongue sure has gotten sharper. And it was sharp enough before. Most of the countries have been taken over by the Alliance now. We're pretty much isolated from the world below us. Maybe it's for the better we are though. It sure makes it easier to shelter you and Her Highness here. We've even got Tovel helping out too. So you just take this chance to get some rest. It's the best place to do it. I think it is as well. Very well isolated. People don't know I'm here yet. But I'm pretty sure Rean will want to take off as soon as possible. I guess there's one thing different. We've got a weird noble lady staying here now. She went out fishing earlier. I don't know how she can be laid back enough to fish in the middle of a war. Well, we'll be fishing later as well, and I'm very curious to see what they've changed about that. And Tovel, I'll be back for you later. Alright, nice little rooms with some little extra details. At least I think there are extra details because everything looks so much more crisp than in the Cold Steel one. Just by tats, you know what I mean? Alright, what's next? We have the church. The Phoenix Wings. That's a very big building, bigger than my house. Curious. is the Phoenix Wing storehouse. There are various kinds of equipment inside. Oh, an hotel or something. Ah, Master Rean, you finally awakened. I am so very relieved to see it. I was terribly worried about you. Oh, thanks for your concern, Mr. Baggins. Although, I preferred if you didn't call me Master Rean all the time. Perhaps so, but you'll always be Master Rean to me. A lot has happened since the war began, but this inn has graciously granted to be us by the Imperial family. We can't allow anything to dampen our spirits. You know as well as anyone the value of these walls. Please, do come by whenever you're in need of relaxation. Of course. Ordinarily, I would have recommended you to use the springs, but I'm afraid they are currently being cleaned. I hope you'll be able to return once the cleaning has been finished. The hot springs of Ymir are the perfect remedy for exhaustion. Oh, I'd definitely be here, especially when our party has grown bigger with a few more ladies by our side. It looks like the bars are being cleaned at the moment. Guess I'll have to swing by later. Oh, good day, and welcome to the Wait, Reanie? Oh, what are you doing up already? I was gonna come and look on you. Get your butt back into bed. You think me being up would be something to be happy about? Well, it's nice to know how much you care in any case. Ah, come on. I mean, after all the training you did with Master Kafai, I figured I'd take more than that to kill you. And then you got to go and train in an academy in the city. Why couldn't I go too? I never even had a chance to leave this village. Are you talking to me or at me? Well, you're even younger than me. It's not fair. I could have at least brought me a souvenir or 5 back. It's like I never left home. Oh, I'm planning on building up experience working here and then getting a job at a top-class hotel in the city one day. With years of experience working at the Phoenix Wing under my belt, I'll be able to get a job wherever I want. I'm not quite there yet, but I'll get there. I just need to follow Purple's example. He's a real veteran. What do you think? Brilliant plan, huh? None of her brilliant plans have ever worked in the past, but I suppose I won't dampen her enthusiasm. Yeah, you should never try to dampen someone's spirits, especially when they're so high up there. This is the girl's path, which means I should turn around right now before someone puts the fear of ideals in me. No blissful deaths here? Alright, let's check some other rooms. Damn, this place is huge. Ooh. Nope. Main quests, not yet. Oh, I'm relieved to see you awake, Master Rean. Welcome to the Phoenix Wing. You're always welcome here, of course, but I'm sure you knew that. Thanks. I'm glad to see that everyone here is the same as always. Oh, this has always been a peaceful village after all. We have no intention of changing that anytime soon. Lord and Lady Sworcer and even Lady Elise have been doing all that I can to keep things that way. So please, you take it easy and focus on recovering. Thank you, I will. Damn, beautiful rooms. Same as before. Damn, this is a proper room for a party. Look at that. 5 beds. That's a big group. Yeah, this is an extremely luxurious hotel. It definitely is. Alright. Not very busy in the village at the moment, but I do not mind. Because it means that before the end of the episode, we might be able to talk to some of the main quest locations as well. is the storehouse of Ymir's chapel. There are various kinds of equipment inside. Well, they do love their storehouses in here. Oh, it's good to see you again, Lisa. Oh, Rean, it's good to see you too. I was so worried about you after hearing that you vanished over in Trista. You and Luke have always been like little brothers to me. Little brothers who are going to make me go prematurely grey. Sorry. Do you think it might be a bit too old to be a little brother though? Age has nothing to do with it. I still have plenty that I want to ask you, but that can wait for another time. Right now, I'm just happy to have you back. Please, take just to rest and recover from all you've been through. She really is the epitome of the perfect older sister. Kind as can be and always looking out for everyone. It's funny how nostalgic it feels to have her caring for me like this. It wasn't too long I was last here. Now that you're finally safely back with us, that's one load off my mind. I'm still concerned that Princess Elven though. She comes here to pray every single day. Not that praying that frequently is a bad thing, of course, but it's clear she bears quite a heavy burden at the moment. I can't take the burden away from her, but I intend to do all I can to support her. That's all you can, because I'm pretty sure she's worried about her family, and there's not much she can do at the moment. So having someone there to support her, to listen to her, that should already help a lot. Well, I hear you were kind enough to come and see me last night, Father. I just wanted to come and thank you for that. Oh, think nothing of it, Rean. I'll always do my best to aid you however I can. You'll always be a pupil of mine after all. I'm simply relieved to see you're still well. A lot seems to have happened to you in these past 2 months. Yeah, you could definitely say that. He really has helped me in more ways than I can count. Helping me to study for the exams, giving advice when I needed it. Sometimes I feel like I'm relying on him too much, but he's so smart and helpful that I end up doing it anyway. Well, I can see that you're quite the lost lamb at the moment, Rean. But hurrying to find a way forward is the best course of action. First, you should reflect on yourself and your surroundings. Yes, Father. He's probably right. I need to take this chance to cool my head and think about this. That humanoid that carried you to the Isengard range is called the Divine Knight, right? I cannot pretend to know much about it, but it seems to me that it links itself with the spirit of its pilot. That seems to be the most logical way to explain how you were heavily injured without any obvious physical signs as to how. Regardless, this is a time for rest and relaxation. Visible or not, your wounds still need time to fully heal. Which, just like some people wrote in the comments, is probably why our level is a little bit lower than it was in Cold Steel 1. Like, we are still recovering, because being that injured that we need a month to recover, that takes time. And after we fully recovered, we'll be right back up to those 60 numbers again. No, it's only her. I think one more building? No, I think that's it. I think we done the entirety of the town, so let's see where all the locations are. Ooh, one of them is even outside of town. So I'm hoping that it will only continue once we talk to every single one of them. So for now, I'm gonna start with my sister and of course Celine. This footpath sure brings back memories, and as tempting as taking a dip sounds, I should probably save it for another time. Yeah, that looks really wonderful. Being such a cold environment and then being able to rest your feet in hot water like that, I think it's gonna feel amazing.
Oh, here you are, Elise. I wasn't expecting to find the two of you together. Well, it's quite cold outside, so I thought I'd come and give Celine some warm milk. I keep telling her that she doesn't need to go out of her way for me, but she won't listen.
No, she's just too kind.
The steam here is plenty to keep me warm. Oh no, that wouldn't do at all. You saved my brother's life. At least allow me to try and make your stay here in Ymir a comfortable one.
Celine saved my life? And when exactly did this happen?
Well, technically by driving you away from the combat zone of Thor's when it was really needed. Even if Rean doesn't think it like that.
I told her nothing of the sort. I keep trying to tell her it's not true, but she won't believe a word I say. Is something the matter?
Nope, not a thing.
I'd really rather you didn't act like I saved his life, though. Besides, if anything, I should be the one who owes you. What do you mean? Nothing. Forget I said anything. The milk's cooled down a little now, so I'm going to have some. Thank you.
Thinking back on it, didn't Elise later say she spotted a cat when she went into the old schoolhouse?
Oh, so that's what Celine is referring to. That Celine lured Elise into the old schoolhouse to trigger the first trial we had against the Big Knight. Mm-hmm.
That better not have been who I think it is.
Oh, yes.
Don't give me that look. I wouldn't have let her in there if I didn't think it was safe, you know? I was desperate. You just had such a half-hearted reaction to that door, so I started getting impatient and...
I can't believe you! She could've...
She wasn't in any danger, honestly. The Guardian in there was designed not to attack people unrelated to the trial. It didn't touch her even when she was right in front of it, right? That's proof enough. I'm sorry, okay? I never should have done it to begin with. Emma's lectured me over and over about it, too.
You're sorry? You...
I'm not sure why you're whispering to one another, but regardless, I want you to know how much I appreciate what you did. Like I said before, I want to make your stay a comfortable one. Whatever you need, please don't hesitate to ask. It's okay, really. And, sorry. Why are you sorry?
Well, she does genuinely seem to regret what she did. And Elise didn't come to any harm. I guess I'll let her off this time.
Yeah, and maybe if she didn't do that, we wouldn't have been able to call Valimar when we needed to at Thor's. Because do remember that at the end of the game, or maybe at the start of it, that Valimar wasn't ready enough, and that's why he was so damaged, because he wasn't ready to fight just yet, not powered up enough, not enough mana. So maybe in the end, she did the right choice, but it does seem risky from a certain perspective.
I really do have one amazing little sister. Compared to her, I'm...
You can now view the character tab in your notebook. Naturally, this section allows you to view details on various people you meet throughout the story. As you view specific events and get to know someone on a more personal level, the information you've learned will be added to their section of the notebook. Oh, I'm not sure you have to apologize for, especially after what you've done for Rean. But regardless, please do tell me if I can do anything to make your time here more pleasant. Oh, you don't need to go out of your way for me, really. It's kind of entertaining to watch her squirm from all of Elise's attention. It is. This is the last thing I need. I brought you some sardines too. Master Kai-Fai gave them to me last time he was here, so I'd hate to see them go to waste. Ooh. Might we see the Master in Cold Steel too? Oh, I would love that. To see the Master that trained Rean to put him on his way to better himself. Alright, next up, more family members. Wow, That smells delicious. Wait a sec. Is that pheasant stew? Your very favorite. Your father said that he wanted you to have a nourishing dinner, so he went and caught one himself. Really? Oh, I'll be sure to thank him later. Speaking of food, you've got a lot going on here. It smells amazing. Well, the circumstances may not be ideal, but it's been too long since we last dined together as a family. And ever since Her Highness has arrived, it's been so lively that I feel like I've gained a second daughter. Times like these are when a mother has to put her best foot forward, don't you think? You really are the perfect mother. Even in times like these, you're right here, ready to warmly welcome us home with open arms. I can see that ever changing. If only I were half as good of a son as you are, Mom. Mom? Is something wrong? Oh, that is not true at all. When I had no idea what was going on with you and your sister, I worried myself sick. At times it felt as though my chest was going to burst from it all. But believing that you two would make your way back to me safely was the key to keeping myself together. With that in mind, I could focus instead on getting this house ready to welcome you both home. Mom? Whatever doubts you may have about your place in this family, as long as you're here in this house, you're our son. If you're ever feeling down or afraid, you can always find comfort in my arms. And then, once you've found the strength to keep going, you can pick things back up right where you left them. Thanks, Mom. I actually feel a lot better now. Well, look forward to dinner tonight. And make sure you work up good appetite for it, alright? No worries there. That was really sweet. And exactly what he needs, because he is so down on himself always belittling himself. And his mom picked that straight up and tried to comfort him by hugging him. And did you see that animation, that hug? That looked perfect. I mean, a lot better than I would expect it to look in comparison to Cold Steel 1. So I like where this is going. When all's said and done, I'm just happy that you've come back home to me. And I'm certainly not alone. Many of the villagers came to check on you and brought gifts too. I'll have plenty of new ingredients to work with. I hope you're ready for a hearty meal, Rean. Yeah, a lot of villagers said they gave them ingredients from the harvest just to help Rean recover more quickly. And it's also so sweet thinking about how much the village actually cares about him as well, and are willing to give their food to the household in order to help him recover faster. Yeah, I'm really certain that the village really respects the Swartzer family. Ah. The bedroom, Mom and Dad. Damn, nice rifles. I think Machias could really work with those. All of the Empire's major cities are under the control of the Noble Alliance now. They've been so focused on those, they haven't had any time to deal with the frontier regions like ours. Thankfully, this means that Ymir hasn't felt the full impact of the civil war. Well, it does seem that way. I was relieved to see how little changed. A nice snowfall is the only real difference compared to my last visit. By the way, I see you chose not to join the Noble Alliance. Is everything alright on that front? Well, I've never wanted anything to do with the Noble faction to begin with. There's always a chance they'll try to invite me to join, but I'm confident I can talk my way out of it. I'm a little concerned that I can't get in touch with Viscount Arseed, however. You can't? Oh, did something happen over in Legram? Or maybe even the Courageous? I'm afraid I can't tell you, but it's Viscount Arcide we're talking about. He'll be fine. Regardless, I'm just trying to make sure that we're well prepared for anything. Especially since our duties have expanded to sheltering Her Highness. That's true. The Alliance already has His Majesty and the Crown Prince, so it's safe to assume they want Princess Elvin as well. Of course, they want the full set. Dad, let me know if there's anything I can do to help your job easier. I'm more than happy to help. Of course, I'm sure I'll be counting on you in the days to come. Still, start with trying not to rush things. You shouldn't have to jump to thinking you need to shoulder more than your fair share of responsibility. There's only so much burden that one person can bear. Do you think I'm shouldering too much? Admittedly, those are Master Kafai's words and not mine, but they get across what I want to say well enough. And whether I think or not, this is a good chance for you to get some well-earned rest. I want you to make the most of it, alright? Sure. Thanks, Dad. Yeah. Both a slightly different mom and dad, but both really showing that they really care about Rean as their son. That's really good to see. And about Viscount Arcide, the Courageous, and of course Olivert, I'm pretty sure they're hiding out somewhere, trying to build up their forces, their own allegiance. Because right now, the noble faction, they're on top. They got the lead of everything. So just being out in front, trying to put out fires, that's not going to do anything for Olivert and the Courageous. So I'm thinking they're building up forces, creating their own alliance, so they can slowly start pushing back. And we still don't know what happened to the Chancellor. Because I'm thinking they saved him, but until we got that confirmation, we have to assume he died. So yeah, still so much we have to find out. But yeah, I think for now, I will leave it here. And next time, we'll continue on with the rest of the village. And as always, with every passing episode, I'm pretty sure my voice will be getting back to normal. Because right now, it already feels better than yesterday. So we're getting there a little bit every day. So for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we continue to talk to all our main quest markers in town. And who knows, maybe afterwards we get to experience a little bit more of the surroundings of Ymir. But until then, bye bye.